Hello, this is Kaki Lee, and welcome to the Abundant Goddess Show, where I'll be sharing daily, bite sized pearls of wisdom I've picked up along my life journey that has allowed me to embrace and unleash my inner abundant goddess. And that's exactly what I want for you, to embrace and unleash your inner abundant goddess. I love talking about anything and everything to do with life, but I especially love talking about money, mindset, and energy, which is the main focus here. If you like what you hear, make sure you subscribe to my show so you don't miss out on your daily dose of wisdom from myself. And also follow me and let me know what you think on Facebook and Instagram at Abundance with Kaki Lee. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the Abundant Goddess Show and day 21 of my 40 Days to 40 series, where I share 40 things I've learned in my life so far over 40 days. Today's pearl of wisdom is embrace the woo. Now, I have always thought that I was a very scientific and logical person until I realized that I was a closet woo. The other thing is, I don't really like the term woo and how people use it because it's a bit derogatory, because spirituality is so not woo, but it is a fun word to say. For the purposes of this exercise, when I say embrace the woo, I mean embracing the unseen, connecting with your soul, following the illogical path. I have always actually been fascinated with the metaphysical since I was really little. I used to love watching the Chinese series on TV where they talk about reincarnation, or like is more the mythological um, creatures or stories, or where they have people flying around like qigong and things like that, where they, I guess a bit like Mulan, where they the live action version where she taps into her chi, her energy. So I've always been really fascinated with that side of things, but at the same time, throughout my life, I also didn't believe it. It was fascinating and I loved watching all that stuff, but I also didn't believe it. And maybe also throw in a bit of fear. And the fear was, what would other people think of me if I say that I believe those things? And also the fear of, seeing a ghost or a spirit or a demon and those kind of things. So, I just went down the scientific path. I was a pharmacist, for goodness sake. But when I went on my downward spiral with my postnatal depression, I'm not sure why, but I really wanted something that was outside of conventional Western medicine. When I went to the doctor, I finally kind of surrendered and went, okay, I need to see someone. The doctor confirmed my self-diagnosis and then asked me if I wanted some drugs, along with seeing a psychologist. I declined the drugs because I really didn't want the drugs. I've seen people take the drugs and I've known friends who've taken the drugs, and I just didn't want to go down that path. And there's nothing wrong if you are someone that had to, go down the medicine route, but it was just that I decided that it wasn't for me. So I declined the drugs, went with the psychologist who I found myself, because the ones that my doctor recommended just felt too clinical. So I found a psychologist who was also a life coach. And I don't know why I also decided that I wanted to try Reiki at that time, because it came out quite a few times in a very short period of time, where someone talked about Reiki and then someone else talked about Reiki. And it was just like, oh, maybe I need to try Reiki. So I found a Reiki master who actually used to be a conventional Western doctor, and she decided that she didn't want to be a Western doctor anymore and is a full-time Reiki master, and she's amazing and lovely. And it was a combination of seeing my life coach, psychologist, Reiki master, and really opening the doors to my spiritual closet by really delving into alternative healing modalities that helped me get to the other side of my depression. And the illogical side of things, the spiritual healing modalities, were, I think, the major contributing factor to me releasing my depression. And it's funny how much people refuse to embrace spirituality, embrace the unseen, because we lack trust. I remember having a conversation at work once. This was after I started my self-discovery journey and going into all the energy things, Reiki, and anything else I could find, because I was like thirsty for this stuff. I was just wanted to know everything and learn everything and experience everything. And I don't know what we were talking about, but I really remember this conversation because someone brought up Reiki. And then the other girls in the group, a few of the girls were like, it's so bullshit. Why would anything, it was very much like putting down, energy work in general, because they don't believe in it, but they haven't actually tried it either. And at that time, I think, probably just started my spiritual journey, or I never talked about it because I was in a scientific healthcare environment. I was working in a hospital pharmacy. So I kept my mouth shut because I feared what other people would think of me if I am woo working in healthcare. So in such a scientific field. So I just kept my mouth shut. But I had experienced Reiki and I had experienced all these different modalities, and I know they work. I can feel it in my body, and I have seen the results of it. Of course, nowadays I'm fully open to telling people I'm woo because I love this stuff and it works for me and so many other people as well. And I also discovered that most people that are successful are woo in some way, shape, or form. So think Steve Jobs, Oprah, Ariana Huffington, some big names there who really embrace their spirituality and actually factor it as one of the biggest things towards their success, that it helped them create their success. So what I'm saying is, embrace the woo, embrace your spirituality, and your life will become even more magical. And that's the end of the show and day 21 of my 40 Days to 40 series. Please share this episode with anyone that needs to embrace the woo. If you like what you heard, make sure you subscribe to my show and remember to follow me at Facebook and Instagram at Abundance with Kaki Lee. I've just put up another post for the giveaway, which is being drawn on the 13th of May, and the second giveaway is coming out tomorrow. So quite a few things happening leading up to my 40th birthday on the 30th of May. If you're interested in working with me or learning from me on how to create multiple sources of income, then send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram, or email me at hello@kakilee.com.